It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Portland Trail Blazers at Moda Center. For Portland, one thing we know, they feel they match up well in this contest. It's obviously an opponent they're confident going up against. We won't have to wait long to see if that confidence is well-founded. Hey, a chance now to watch C.J. McCollum in action. Definitely one of the sharpshooters in the league, but you don't often hear his name mentioned among the elite. Do you guys feel like he may be underrated as a shooter?
I think he's definitely underrated. He's as dead-eye as most players in the league. Incredible percentages from the floor and from beyond the arc. This guy can shoot the ball.
What probably people forget about is the fact that he can get to the rim so easily. That's why they don't pay attention to the dead-eye shooting. But he's a dead-eye shooter. Tie check?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was an audible yawn we heard from that side of the set. What gives?
That's because I'm dead-eye tired. That was terrible.
Whatever that
No, that was
means.
good.
Kevin Harlan, he understands everything, and he's standing by with the call next.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. Here in Portland, we have an interconference matchup with the Blazers looking to create some cheers for this home crowd. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, Lehigh's C.J. McCollum has taken full advantage of his opportunity with the Blazers. McCollum said, "I already knew what I could do. People are starting to realize that I'm here to stay." And Kevin, his coach Terry Stotts says his time has come.
It certainly has, D.A. Love the mindset McCollum has, stepping right into the starting two-guard spot with great confidence. And for the Blazers, tremendous scoring talent in their backcourt. How did they turn the corner in the West?
Clearly, it's going to be with their defense. I think that's where they've had their struggles. They're going to have to get better at the point of attack there and protecting the rim. I think some of it has to do with the lack of discipline, but also you could factor that into being just an inexperienced young group that's still kind of getting their feet wet.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Hollis Jefferson, Allen Crabbe out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Damari Carroll, and it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot. Now, here is Russell. Mozgov a screen on Lillard, clock at 6, and stolen by Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. Here's Nurkic, and the baseline jumper no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Russell. Over McCollum with the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Mozgov's got the game going here with the first basket for the Nets.
Yeah, when you let Mozgov get planted on your end, he's very hard to move. Great play from him on the second effort.
Here's Lillard, and the layup's good off the glass.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Trailblazers on D. Picked by Mozgov. Russell kicks to Crabbe. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. Mozgov. And at last, they get one to fall.
You know, Mozgov has made a living off of being active around the rim.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. Lillard with no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 5.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, a good ball handler and passer. Doris, do you play him some at the point forward, or is that asking too much?
Well, I think at this point he's probably better suited as a secondary ball handler. Putting the ball in his hands does take some pressure off of his shooting, though. And if his jump shot doesn't come around, it might be something to revisit.
The first free throw is good. And Rondé Hollis-Jefferson able to defend 1 through 4. Doris, where do you think he's most effective as a defender?
Well, Kevin, with his length and his quickness, he can really bother guards that are smaller than he is, which most often is going to be the case.
He doesn't get the second one.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Harkless dishes to Lillard. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. 7 points in the game.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Outside, Russell, picked by Mozgov. Russell passes to Mozgov. McCollum against Carroll. Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Carroll. The pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Mozgov kicks to Russell. Mozgov sets a screen for Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Mozgov. Portland grabs the miss.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
And here's McCollum for 3. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Russell against Lillard. Now here's Cram. He's tightly guarded. Nurkic with the block. Russell against Lillard. Dishes it to Harkless. He feeds it to Nurkic. Fires from the wing. Hollis-Jefferson with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Screened by Russell. Hollis-Jefferson, good.
Well, I'll tell you, excellent job from Hollis-Jefferson. This guy's so skilled at getting terrific position down low.
Here's Lillard. Mozgov with the block. Russell kicks to Carroll. Back to Russell. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
Lillard against Russell. The dish to Vonleh. McCollum outside. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. Lillard outside. Fires for 3. Lillard again missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Outside, Russell. Now here's Cram. D right on him. They set the pick. No good that time. Nice D from Lillard. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Vonleh's shot is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Russell kicks to Mozgov. To the middle. From short range. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Portland trailing here. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. Lillard with it. 7 points in the game. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Here's Vonleh.
Well, you have to like how Mozgov timed that whole play up and made it very difficult to see the basket on the attempt.
Russell dishes to Carroll. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the basket by Lillard.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Doris, so much talk about offense. How do you slow some of these guys down defensively? I mean, one way is to draw charges, but thinking of that, who do you think is the best at doing that these days?
You know, Kevin, it can be a lost art in the game of basketball on any number of levels. You have to be willing to absorb contact, and sometimes from guys much bigger than yourself. So some of the names that come to mind for me, Marcus Smart with the Boston Celtics, Kemba Walker, always the smallest guy on the floor, is never afraid to give up his body. From the big guys, I'd probably say Maurice Spates or DeMarcus Cousins. Both are willing to cede that contact and try to gain an advantage going the other direction.
Yeah, they know they're going to take a hit, and they willingly take the hit for the betterment of the team.
Right.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And that one falls for Carroll. And for DeMarre Carroll, able to hit the three, but it all starts for him, Greg, at the defensive end.
Yeah, he can be an intimidator on that side of the ball, and with his lockdown mentality defensively, he only needs to provide complementary scoring to be a key contributor.
And denied, he sends it right off the glass. And Harris wide open, he shoots.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Napier kicks to Turner, over Harris. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got his first points of the night.
Just deadly from mid-range. He's got such a great feel for that shot.
To the right side. Easy the pass to LeVert. With the floater. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the youngster Karis LeVert, drafted 20th overall, Doris, back in 2016 out of Michigan.
Well, I think some people consider this a high-risk, high-reward pick. The reason he dealt with stress fractures repeatedly in his left foot throughout his college days. But when this guy's healthy, man, whoo, can he shoot it? And at 6'7", look out.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Outside Turner. Here's Napier. Back to Turner. Six to shoot. Drills the baseline jumper. Turner's got his second bucket.
All right, and he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Passes it to Wiley. Here's AC. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Nets lead by 8.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Connaughton kicks to Davis. Over to the wing. Here's Napier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Yep, that one goes.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
A second chance effort. Got a hand on it. Now Turner. There's the pick. Here's Napier. It's tipped. Davis, blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Well, I like the synergy, right? The ball is moving well, and they're seeing that hard work pay off.
Here's AC. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Pass to AC. Here's Wiley. Over Davis. Off the left rim and out. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Nets leading by 4. Dinwiddie kicks to AC. Davis against Harris. Wiley. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. They set the screen, and there's a whistle. That goes on Quincy Acy. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. Here's Connaughton.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
The feed to AC. Shoots off the screen. They grab their own miss. He doesn't hit that one.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Out to the right wing. Napier dishes to Turner. Davis sets a screen. 4 on the shot clock. From 11 feet away. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's a screen. Here's LeVert. Whoa!
Kevin, that's all about the quick first step of Caris LeVert. He gets to the rack in no time.
Turner against Harris. And Turner kicks to Napier. The shot. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good, and right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, you've got Quincy Acy, also Wiley out there. Harris is out there with LeVert, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender. I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Here's LeVert after Ed Davis's score. Buries the long-range jumper. Acy's got 6. Trailblazers trail by 9. Napier kicks to Turner. Davis with a screen on Harris. And it's Turner off the drive. Here's Swanigan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Swanigan's got his first points of the game. The pass to Wiley. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
And the Nets throwing big money at restricted free agents in recent years, trying to add talent any way they can.
Well, and sometimes being willing to overpay if they have to. With no high draft picks walking through that door, they've got to exploit every opportunity to improve this roster.
No good from Connaughton. Brooklyn leading by 7. Harris outside. Right wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
2 seasons ago, you think about the Blazers. They were a young, overachieving team full of great bargain contracts. Well, yeah, they're still young, but they had to shell out some big-time cash to kind of keep that young nucleus together.
There's the steal. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Turner covering. Here's Russell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And despite spending big money to keep their young talent all together, last season the Blazers, Greg, narrowly made the playoffs and were swept in the first round.
Yeah, and some of those contracts, they have to be a concern. This team doesn't show progress this season. Still, there's something to be said for that stability. This roster given the chance to grow together and develop that chemistry and continuity. Let's see what the ceiling is.
Now here's Crabbe. After the miss from Damian Lillard, just 5 to shoot. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 9. Three-pointer Lillard. Portland again missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
They set the pick. Here's Crabbe. Here's Acy. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Acy's got 8 points.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Screen by Nurkic. Lillard outside. Turner with a screen on Russell. Lillard from outside. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Vonleh's checked in for Portland. And a change for the Nets. Damari Carroll's checked in for Quincy Acy. Nets leading by 11. And here's Russell. Pass to Crabbe. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his third rebound on the night. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They need this one. Portland again missing.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
Picked by Mozgov. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or
I
Bill
wish we
Russell?
could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
I know. And here is Crabbe after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Mozgov against Nurkic. Here's Russell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
And the little wrinkles in Russell's game at that time with the sweet up fake.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
First free throw is good.
And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. Now one of the major building blocks of this team that has embraced him wholeheartedly.
And so Russell hits them both. And with the draft spot the Lakers had and the spotted history with D'Angelo Russell. You know, Greg, it wasn't a huge shock to see him move.
You know, it just seemed to me that Russell wasn't the right fit for what LA wanted to do. Still a very young and talented player who has a chance to kind of reinvent himself here in New York. He's shown a bit more maturity since that trade and since joining this team.
And here's Russell following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Carroll passes to Mozgov. The second chance effort. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Lillard gets double-teamed. He kicks it to Harkless. Feeds to Nurkic. Mozgov with the block.
Well, the strength and the length of Mozgov make him such a force defensively. That led to that block.
Russell sets a screen for Carroll. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Mozgov a screen on Lillard. Russell kicks to Mozgov. Shoots over Nurkic, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Puts it up from 12. Another miss by Nurkic.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Lillard outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Carroll's got his third rebound tonight.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
And stolen by Cram. Kicks to Mozgov. Over McCollum. Mozgov's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. He feeds it to Vonleh. Count the basket. Vonleh's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Crabbe kicks to Russell. Picked by Mozgov. The drive by Russell. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Mozgov with the block, and he recovers it. Lillard with the bucket. Nets leading by 7. Now here's Crabbe. Picked by Mozgov. Outside Russell. They get a hand on it. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight, Greg, to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
And he makes the first. A different look now for Portland. Davis comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Harkless. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Doris, you went from the basketball court right to the broadcasting booth. Having seen the game now from an analyst perspective, what might you go back and tell Doris the player?
Yeah, I'd probably tell myself to throw myself completely into the vibe of the team, to never, even if I were struggling as a basketball player, to turn inward. I would always say turn outward to your teammates and invest in what's going on as with the group, and then that seems to make everything fall into place.
And mentally, too, I think you've got to prepare and focus like you would as a player when you are broadcasting.
No question about it.
Napier, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. 1:56 left in the first half. Napier passes to Davis. Here's Connaughton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Mozgov grabs the board. Here's LeVert. To the inside. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
The Nets have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
That's good from Mozgov.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Napier kicks to Connaughton. Dishes to McCollum. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the line, and there it is for him. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
It's Carroll on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Now, did you know, Kevin, that they call DeMarre Carroll the swag daddy because he always dresses to impress? I hear the wardrobe is unreal.
The first one falls.
Well, don't you love the nickname, the Junkyard Dog? DeMarre Carroll, this guy has established himself over the last handful of seasons as a starting caliber forward.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Turner's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Acey's checked in. Carroll hits them both. And Carroll slowed somewhat by knee surgery a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make his way back into form. One of those tone setter guys. You know the effort will be there every time he takes the floor.
Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Look at DeMarre Carroll get in space and block the shot. Defense at its best.
Here's Turner. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Turner's got 6.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Here's Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's LeVert. Oh, good on that one. Great D that time from Davis. Napier dishes to Turner. Davis sets a screen. Turner with it. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's Brooklyn, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some quality offensive possessions. They ended up leading by 6 at the end of the first quarter. The story of the second quarter was not much different, as the scoring was even and they were able to close out the half, maintaining a 6-point lead. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back. Downtown Portland looking spectacular tonight from the air. Such a scenic location here in Oregon. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Here's Lillard. The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Nurkic is out there with Vonleh, and it's Harkless in at the small forward position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Damian Lillard. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Down low, there's Hollis Jefferson. A putback. It's good on the putback.
But how about the persistence from Hollis Jefferson? He's keeping possessions alive with his activity.
Russell against Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Over in the corner, Harkless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Vonleh's shot is good.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State. Greg, in your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill level. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all 3 at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-ups, a very good in-between game as well. Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process.
I think, guys, when you look at the Nets offense, you cannot knock their shot selection. They want to push the pace, drive the rack, and take a ton of threes. They are always hunting for high-efficiency shots.
And so Russell hits them both. But despite their shot selection, the results haven't been good for the Nets.
Right, Kev. This is one of the worst offenses in the league. Low shooting percentage from just about every spot on the floor, and turnovers. They were a huge problem for this group.
Now, here's Nurkic, looking for his first basket still in this one. Mozgov with the block.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Back to Russell. The dish to Carroll. They set the pick. Passes it to Crabbe. Outside Russell. From deep three-point range. Nice D from Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 6. It's McCollum on the wing. He dishes it to Vonleh. Three-pointer Lillard. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Mozgov sets a screen for Russell. Releases. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
McCollum outside. Pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. That shot off. The Nets go the other way with it. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Crabbe kicks to Russell. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Russell dishes to Carroll. Harkless with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Shot to stop the drought. Here's McCollum. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Russell gets it to go.
Yeah, masterful job by Russell with the height and shiftiness to kill you off the pick.
Here's the screen. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Harkless. Another shot, and here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. And for the Blazers, Greg, you could make the case they possess the second best backcourt in the NBA after the Splash Brothers with Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah, certainly offensively. I mean, they're just about unguardable. The questions begin at the other end. And when you factor in defense, I think you could find some debate there as some other groups tend to do a better job on that side of the ball.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
From 13, that one a little long. Trailblazers trail by 4. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Here's Nurkic. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here. And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and of course KG. But unfortunately all past their primes. That team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Portland. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Mozgov against Nurkic. Carroll kicks to Mozgov. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Russell. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nets with the lead. Crabbe in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And there's a foul called on Allen Crabbe. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Russell against Lillard. And there's the feed to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Crabbe. Here's the break. Lays it in off the breakaway. Crabbe's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just lackluster transition D. That is just too easy.
Oh, come on, you got to put up at least a little bit of a fight, right? He simply ran down the court and goes right to the cup.
And here are the Trailblazers now. After the basket by Brooklyn. And Lillard kicks to Turner. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nets leading by 3. Now Russell. He's got 11. Pass to Carroll. Takes the 13-footer. That one's not going to go. And it's Portland the other way. McCollum kicks to Turner. Nurkic setting the pick for Turner. Lillard against Russell. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Good job working the in-between area.
Yeah, I think if the defense is going to give that to him, he's got to take the opportunity. He uses his size and high release point on the jumper.
Russell with the bucket.
You see where the size of Russell is such an advantage, especially in that painted area.
Lillard with a screen for Turner. Over Russell. The shot by Turner, no good.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
And gets physical on the boards and just really pays for it with the over-the-back call.
Boy, he wanted that rebound. Didn't matter who was in his way. Doesn't get it, though.
Ed Davis is checked in for Nurkic. Quincy Acy's checked in for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Russell. There's the pick. Left side, Turner. Lillard dishes to Davis. Lillard with a screen for Davis. Just 5 on the clock. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Mozgov. Kept alive. Out to Turner. Lillard outside. Feeds to Harkless. Davis sets a screen. Lillard outside. Davis setting the pick for Turner. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. Harkless. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
Mozgov kicks to Crabbe. Picked by Mozgov. Lets a floater go. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Brooklyn, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, guys, you think back to 2013 when the Nets pushed all their chips in for a title. When that collapsed, they had to embrace Plan B. So what do? They go into the Spurs organization, hire from that brain trust, and now are trying to build from the ground up.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Napier comes in for Lillard. And the new Nets leadership now thinking long-term.
Right, Kev. I think that this is a team, an organization that wants high-character individuals. They're using words like consistency and sustainability. If you want the model, it's the Spurs' 2-decade playoff run. That's the goal for the Brooklyn Nets.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
They set the pick. Here's Dinwiddie. Crabbe in the corner. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. And that one's good from Connaughton. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Dinwiddie. Harris outside. Turner with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. From beyond the arc. And it's Napier missing.
I think he should consider taking another dribble and step in next time. That's more in his range.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Acy. No good on that one. Great D that time from Davis. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Crabbe. Harkless kicks to Connaughton. Davis sets a screen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Shot clock at 2. Jumper off the screen, and that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Use the screen to free himself up and drill the jump shot.
Here's a good screen. Easy the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 1:41 left here in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Dinwiddie. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dinwiddie's got his second basket.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Napier dishes to Turner. Davis setting the pick for Turner. He kicks to Davis. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Here's LeVert. He has 7. And here is Harris. Launches it. Portland grabs the miss. Connaughton kicks to Napier. And it's Davis at the elbow. Outside Turner. Napier passes to Connaughton. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's the teardrop. And it's Napier missing. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Harris passes to Hollis Jefferson. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Now, Kevin, this game has been all Hollis Jefferson. He's getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Here's Connaughton. Here's Turner. No good on that last second attempt there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Be strong with your post-ups. Be strong with your drives to the basket. Go up and knock down shots. But I'm telling you, it's not about this end. All right, we're letting this end affect what we do down there.
Trying to balance things out a little bit better. Terry Stotts wants to see aggressiveness on both ends.
Yeah, trading baskets is the last thing on his mind right now. He wants a full commitment from all 5 guys over this next stretch.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Harris. Then it's Quincy Ace, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. Here's Dinwiddie. There's a good screen. For 3, Harris. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Harris has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn. Napier kicks to Turner. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Connaughton. Clock at 6. Swiped away. Inside, Dinwiddie. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Turner. Davis sets a screen. 6 to shoot. Shot's good by Turner.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to LeVert. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Harris against Turner. Harris inside. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Portland called for the foul.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Nurkic checked in for Davis. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Nets. And Harris drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 6. Outside Turner. Screen by Nurkic. Outside Turner. Nurkic a screen on Harris. And it's Turner off the drive. It's deflected. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Russell's checked in. Clock at 4. Dishes it to Napier. Flies a 3. The Trailblazers keeping it alive. New 24. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Nets leading by 3. Russell dishes to Harris. Russell sets a screen for Harris. He feeds it to Carroll. Pass to Ace. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the dish to McCollum. They set the pick. Here's Nurkic. Rebounded by the Nets. Ace's got 5 rebounds tonight. In the corner, it's Harris. Pass to LeVert. He dishes it to Russell. Harris setting the pick for Russell. Nurkic with the block. They retain possession, and they pick up 2. Trailblazers trail by 5. Nurkic a screen on Russell. Napier kicks to Vonleh. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Napier. He's guarded by Russell. Steps back and fires. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
Now, here is Russell. Here's the screen. Off the screen, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
They get it back, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Then for the Nets, Mozgov comes in for Quincy Ace, and it's Allen Crabbe in for Harris.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Now, here is Russell. A floater, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, very hard to argue when Carroll takes it to the cup like that. This guy will initiate contact with a head-on approach.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Carroll hits them both. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, trailing by 4. Russell against Lillard. Mozgov with the block. Now, here is Russell. Defense right on him. Nurkic with the steal. Now, here's Lillard. The feed to McCollum. He kicks to Nurkic. Lillard outside. 5 on the clock. And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Nurkic. Portland again missing.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
LeVert the pass to Russell to the wing right side. Feeds it to Mozgov. Here's LeVert. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 6. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Vonleh with it. Screen by Nurkic. McCollum outside. A three-pointer, no good.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
LeVert the pass to Carroll. Screened by Russell. Here's LeVert. He's guarded by Nurkic. And it's LeVert missing. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And there's the pass to Vonleh. Turner with the screen. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Portland again missing.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And it's Russell in the corner. Mozgov kicks to Crabbe. Mozgov a screen on Turner. And it's LeVert missing.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
Shot to end this cold run. The shot by Vonleh no good. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's LeVert. Shot from 12. And he can't bank that one in. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Russell against Lillard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
He's really taking care of the ball. That's just his first turnover of the night.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
And Portland making a change here. Harkless has checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for LeVert. Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard outside, and Lillard gets double teamed. And the Nets with possession here. The Trailblazers shooting around 40% from the floor here. It's good.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Now, here is Russell. Now Crabbe, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Russell against Lillard. They set the pick. Pass to Mozgov. Harkless with the steal.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
That one goes in. Nets leading by 4. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. It's Russell with the drive. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And how's that for a solo performance?
Well, you couldn't do it any better than that, Greg. Textbook execution on the break.
Now, here is Russell. Picked by Mozgov. Crabbe, good. And the Nets lead by 4.
That is a lot of NBA player coming at you, and Mozgov is the player setting the screen. Makes even the toughest players a bit nervous.
Here's Harkless. And DeMarre Carroll is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Lillard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Russell passes to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum against Carroll. Just 5 on the clock. And it's in there.
Well, this score is all about DeMarre Carroll getting himself good post position. If you allow him that deep, turn the lights out, Kevin.
Now here's McCollum. There's the pick. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. The Nets have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Mozgov a screen on Lillard. Here's Russell. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Nets lead by 3.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
Kicks it to Lillard to tie it up. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here is Crabbe. Picked by Mozgov, and it's Carroll in the corner. Stolen by McCollum. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth. High post shot. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Lillard.
Yeah, you got to enjoy seeing Lillard fire away here. An awesome scorer who can just take over games all by himself.
Now here's Cram. Outside Russell. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Mozgov with the steal. Hollis Jefferson passes to Crabbe. Screened by Russell. There's the screen. There's the three. Connects from downtown.
Fearless, decisive, on point.
Which is exactly what you have to be, especially when your team needs a bucket.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 4. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Timofey Mozgov.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Here's Cram, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Now here's Cram, screened by Russell. Clock at 6. Crabbe kicks to Russell. Misses the three. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Here's Harkless. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.